Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Find Your Shine Coach Sneak Peek. I'm Coach Trenny. Today, we're going to be talking about common fears that a lot of people have about the coaching opportunity. I know when I started 5 years ago, I had a lot of fears, hesitations, reservations. I'm guessing you do too. So let's work through those together. I have made a PowerPoint presentation of kind of just the most common things that we hear over and over again. We'll work through them quickly. I don't want to take up a lot of your time because I know you're busy. But if you have questions or concerns or you've heard stuff out there and we don't address it in this video, please make sure that you write it down, drop it in the comment section, underneath this video, because chances are if you're wondering that, somebody else is wondering it too. So sharing is caring. So, all right, I'm gonna share my screen so that we can kind of work through the slides together. So give me just 1 minute. All right, let's get started. Whoops, jumped ahead. All right, so again, common fears people have about coaching. All right, so the first one that we hear quite a bit of is, I don't have time. When I started this business, I didn't have time either, right? I had a 3-year-old, I had a 6-month-old, I had a husband, I had a job, I had friends, I had commitments, and I didn't really see how this coaching opportunity was going to fit into my day. I didn't know where I was going to find the time to do it. And here's what my coach told me. He said, Trenny, you work in pockets of time. So when the girls, Maddie was in school and the baby was sleeping, I would sit down and I would reconnect with friends. I would answer my messages. I would just kind of find time to work on my business here and there. Maybe it was 10 minutes, maybe it was half an hour. One of the things that really worked well for me is in the evening hours, after the kids went to bed, I would sit down at my kitchen table, and I dedicated actually probably an hour or 2 hours to this business when I first started. I had a lot of people that were asking me questions and reaching out, and I wanted to make sure that, I was addressing their issues and getting back to them. So I'm not saying that you'll need that much time when you first start. That's just, what was working for me. I could do it at nighttime when the kids were asleep. So, what I want you to hear from this is that this business is designed to fit your lifestyle, not the other way around. So, unlike a regular job, you aren't, clocking in and clocking out and having to take breaks here and there and being on someone else's schedule. You decide, when you have your quote unquote business hours or when you have time to reach out to somebody. Secondly, consider the path you're on now. Where do you want to be, in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? Like, what does your long-term picture look like? Do you have time now to put towards building this business so that down the road you have more time of freedom and time to do what you want to do? So there's always places to make time. You know what? Think about how much time you scroll on Facebook. Do you sit down and watch TV at night? You have to make small sacrifices. So there is always time to help somebody. All right. Number 2, I'm not at my goal weight. Have you ever watched the show The Biggest Loser? Now, I don't even know if it's on anymore, but I used to be in love with that show. And actually, when I started coaching, I had to stop watching it because that is where I found time to work my business. But people watch The Biggest Loser because you want to see the beginning of the story. You want to see where these people are starting, and you watch them and they're broken and they're sad and they don't have any purpose, they need help. And as the weeks go on, you tune in to watch them, to see how they're progressing. You start to cheer them on and you root for them. And that's how I kind of like to equate coaching. You don't need to be at your goal weight. Coaching is about showing people that you are normal, You're an everyday person who is just on your own journey to become fitter, healthier, and better. You don't want to show them that you're perfect. No one's perfect. And you know what? Nobody likes perfection. People want to relate with you. They want to see you, they want to see them in your story and in your journey, and they want to join you and be a part of that. So whenever someone says, no, I can't coach because I'm not at my goal weight, I immediately squash that one, because you know what? Healthy comes in all shapes and sizes, and people need our help. You are there to inspire them with your daily actions, your consistency, and your commitment. All right, this is another favorite one I have. I don't know anyone. Well, guess what? This business is an online business. We have the capability now through social media to reach thousands and thousands of people. Beachbody is in the United States, we're in Canada, and now we've recently moved into the UK. So there are people everywhere that need our help. A lot of people say, I'm from a small town, I don't have any friends on social media. You know what? Neither did I. I think when I started coaching, I had less than 100 people on Facebook. I am extremely shy and introverted. Nobody believes that, but I really am. So for me, having to get out there and talk to people and build relationships, it was scary. But we have tools that, you will have access to that can help you we call it the memory jogger. And the memory jogger just helps you to remember all these people that, you do have in your life, and maybe they just don't come to mind, at the beginning. Maybe you haven't reached out to them for a long time, but it doesn't matter, because this business is an online business. We have the capability to reach hundreds and hundreds of people and bring those worlds together. I don't want to be on social media. All right. So if you follow me, or maybe you follow, your coach on social media, maybe you see them on Facebook, maybe you see them on Instagram, whatever their platform is, and you think, I can't put myself out there like that. I don't want my business, being out there for everyone to see. And we understand that. You're going to hear us say a lot that this business and being a coach is all about building relationships. And you don't need to be on social media to make a difference and to have connections with people. Back when this coaching opportunity started in 2007, 2009, I'll have to double check. But back then, they didn't have Facebook. They didn't have Instagram or Snapchat or Twitter. And those coaches from the very beginning are extremely successful because they picked up a telephone and they had conversations. They sent people emails. They met people face to face. So you don't have to be all over social media to be successful in this business and to be a good coach. Social media is just a way for you to reach people, but there's other ways to do it. So please don't let the fact that you think you have to be on social media be what's holding you back from, being part of this bigger cause. I'm not a salesperson. Oh, Lordy, I hear this one a lot. And thank goodness that you're not a salesperson, because neither am I, and we don't want you if you are a salesperson, because this business is not about selling people things. What you do as a coach is you ask a lot of questions, all right? We have an amazing catalog of products, supplements, workouts, but we aren't selling them. They are a solution. So I like to break it down like this. I actually had a potential coach come to me maybe like last week and said, I don't sell, okay? And so I told her, I said, you know what? And here's exactly what I said. I asked you a lot of questions. I showed you solutions that I thought you would benefit from, and I invited you to join my support system. You were able to make an informed decision about what I had to offer because I showed you the tools that we have that would make you successful on your health and fitness journey. I didn't sell her anything. She simply saw the value in what I had to offer her, and she made the investment into her health. So it's a very big distinction. We aren't selling anything. There aren't sales quotas. You don't have to try to, sell people so many things a month. You are simply connecting people with a solution. And there's all sorts of, training that we give you to help you, to understand that, to have an organic conversation with somebody, to not come across as salesy. We're not going to tell you to go out and put all the programs up on your social media page and take a picture of you drinking your shake every day. No, that's not what we do as Beachbody coaches. We offer solutions. People will make fun of me. You know what? They probably will. When I started as a coach, we were so excited to share our journey with everybody because for the very first time in my life, I felt beautiful in my own skin. I felt healthy. I was confident, and I wanted other women to feel that same way. And the same with Ken. I think a lot of times people forget that guys also have, body image issues just like we do. I think they're just not as vocal about it. But Ken went through a radical, makeover too. And he wanted, to share with his guy friends what he was doing and the fact that he did this from home and in his garage and on his time. And you know what? Our very best friends are the first people we went to because we thought for sure, yes, they'll be on board with us. And they made fun of us to our face, behind our back. But you know what? If we had let that get to us, and if we had said, oh, they're making fun of me, I have to stop, and if we cared what they thought, I wouldn't be sitting here right now making this video for you. So their opinions, they mean very little, and they have to. You're going to get a lot of no's as a coach, but you're also going to get yeses, and you're going to change somebody's life. You are going to give them the gift of health, possibly the gift of wealth if they want to run this as a business. Maybe you get them, off some of their medications. Maybe you help them, put a little extra money away for their kids' college funds. So you have to have thick skin. I know it always hurts when we get rejected, but I guarantee those people, they're going to come back and they're going to see what you're doing, and they're going to see the changes that you're making, and they're going to ask you, how can I be a part of that? All those friends that made fun of us, now they are our biggest supporters because they saw we were relentless in our pursuit to help others. So again, you have to just remember that their opinion, is that going to get you farther in life? Is it going to get you farther in your career, your bank account? Is their opinion going to get you out of debt? No, that's going to be all you. So remember, yes, people, they're going to make fun of you. It's part of it, but you have to be stronger than that. We talk a lot about personal development as coaches, and personal development is, anything that you read or listen to daily that makes you a better spouse, a better, parent, a better career person, a better coach, because personal development grows your mind. You can't grow as a person if you aren't growing your mind on a daily basis. So those are the most common fears that people have. And just, remember, sometimes what you are most afraid of is the very thing that will set you free. I was terrified when I first started to do, coach sneak peeks like this, to invite people to my challenge groups, to even just create a free group. But if I hadn't done that, again, I wouldn't be sitting here. I wouldn't be a retired pharmacist now working from home, doing the job that I love. Coaching fills my bucket every single day, and I get to do that because I conquered all those fears that we just talked about head on, and I knew that down the road, this opportunity could change my life. So thank you so much for sitting in on this. Again, if you didn't see your fear or question or misconception addressed, please comment below and I will get back to you. And again, like I said, if you have that question, chances are somebody else is wondering the same thing too. So everybody have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow for day 3. Bye.